This new development is somewhat of a surprise and positive for Michael Dell.
It is. We were expecting ISS to come out against Michael Dell and Silver Lake. And, you know, essentially what this is a huge feather in Michael Dell's cap. But the bottom line is, let's forget about the 25% premium. ISS basically caved to the message that Michael Dell was putting out there, which is, if you vote my deal down, you're going to see the stock fall. And that is true because it would take some time for Icahn to implement his deal. Remember, shareholders would have to first vote down Michael Dell's deal and then elect Icahn's board, who would implement his plan to buy out 1.1 billion shares for $14 a share, which is technically higher than the bid for Michael Dell, but essentially ISS says there's too much execution risk with the Icahn plan.
So this has to be a blow for Icahn. Where does it leave him? Does he respond?
Well, look, it certainly sets him back in terms of a shareholder vote. Remember, we were going into this deal expecting that it would be a tight race, and in fact, the numbers were actually in Icahnn's favor because he could vote his shares, whereas Michael Dell can't. So obviously, ISS recommending for a deal with Michael Dell bodes well for Michael Dell's chances at this point.
Right.
But keep in mind, Icahn was trying to urge shareholders not to focus on the short term. He was trying to tell them to focus on the longer term, because if you actually look at what the company's been out there saying, they're saying, look, it's a falling knife, PC sales are horrible, but they never revised their earnings projections to reflect this horrible negative outlook. So Icahnn's point is, look, even though it's going to be bad in the long term, the company's going to make a lot of money on its turnaround efforts, and the shareholders should be allowed to participate in that upside.
And we'll see how influential ISS really is, the vote, the shareholder vote.
Yeah, the reason why, you know, ISS is influential in any vote. In this one, there was particular attention to it just given the opposing views of the company's future.